Am I a toxic person? As a person with mental health issues, I can't pretend that I'm perfect and I cannot pretend that I have acted perfect. So I'm dealing with this kind of imposter syndrome lately. I've been questioning myself as to, who am I to be offering advice to people? You know that saying where they talk about how a different person of you exists in everybody's mind. And as a very self reflective and self aware person, I often, excuse me, I often find myself looking back at my life and the mistakes that I've made and the realization that sometimes in certain situations I was the toxic one, and that kind of puts me through a loop, and so I kind of spend a lot of time thinking about that, and but I always come to the same conclusion, and the conclusion is that the person I was before is not the person that I am now, and I've taken a lot of time to heal myself and work on myself to become a better person. And I also and this is maybe some advice for you too, is like, don't be so hard on yourself for the mistakes that you may have made in the past. Forgiveness is really, really important. You need to give yourself a bit of a break because, um, you're human and you made mistakes. And so I have to keep telling myself that too, that, in certain situations, I might have been the toxic one. And I'm actually, sorry for it in myself. But I also am willing to forgive myself and tell myself that, I'm human and I made mistakes. So for you today, I would just say, don't focus so much on the past and the mistakes that you may have made. Like, try to make restitutions if you feel the absolute need to, with the people that you may have hurt in the past, but don't spend time dwelling on it. Spend time forgiving yourself, because that is the most important thing. Like, no one's going to be able to live with you if you can't live with yourself. So you have to be able to live with yourself for the mistakes that you've made. And, you can also still be a good person, and you can also help other people being flawed yourself, because nobody's perfect. So when I go back to this idea of feeling like an imposter, and possibly people seeing this video from my past who are like, oh, she's up there giving advice or whatever. Yes, I am, because I don't, my goal here is to help people not go through some of the stuff that I went through. And fully aware of the fact that, I'm a human being and I made mistakes, and I, did things that I'm not proud of, but I've forgiven myself and tried to make restitution for the mistakes that I've made in the past. So this is my advice to you is, don't be so hard on yourself. Start from where you are, and um, uh, just be self-aware in the sense that, you're not perfect, and most of us are never going to be perfect, and that's okay. And just keep trying to do better, just trying to keep better, be being better. Just try to keep doing better and being better, and you're going to be okay. So this is just a message of self-forgiveness today, and self-love and self-acceptance. Thank you for watching. My name is Sophia Jeeves. I am the Mood Lady, and I have 20 plus years of experience with depression, anxiety, and self development. So I encourage you to keep watching if you want some more thoughts on life, on mental health, on growing and learning and developing. Thanks for watching. Bye.